It's surprisingly difficult to sell pottery online in a way that doesn't involve at least some compromise, but I'm pretty happy with the system that I have set up now. The two main ways that people sell pottery are through pre-orders and through drops. With a pre-order, you take the order up front and you make the work later. And with a drop, you upload a bunch of pieces that are ready to buy immediately, and people buy what they want from that limited set of options. Both of these can work quite well. A pre-order allows the customer to get exactly what they want, but they have to wait longer for it. And from a seller's point of view, it's hard to put a limit on the number of orders that you take. A successful drop requires you effectively predicting what people want to buy and making those pieces ahead of time, but it can be a very efficient way to sell if you have high demand. When you're a beginner just starting to sell, it can be hard to find anyone who wants to buy what you're selling. But after a little while of developing your brand and your social media presence, you should have a supply and demand that's broadly speaking matched. Where it becomes an issue, and from the perspective of a beginner this can seem like a very nice problem to have, is when you become successful enough that demand greatly outstrips supply, and you get potters like Florian or Sarah from Not Work Related who can sell out their entire inventory in a couple of minutes. That level of demand causes intense competition to buy the few pieces there are, and turns the ordering process into a stressful lottery where people can wait months for a piece and miss out by a fraction of a second. Unfortunately, there's no perfect solution to this, and my solution wouldn't work for potters who sell out quite so quickly. But my solution is to have two separate ways of ordering through my website. Everything is made to order, so it's essentially a pre-order system, and I have a fairly good idea just how many pieces I can make in a month. I leave the main shop open for as long as it takes to fill the majority of that capacity. This can be anywhere from 20 minutes to a couple of hours, but I reserve some of that capacity, and I have a separate system where people who weren't able to get to the shop during that limited opening window are able to put their name down for a second chance to order. This hopefully removes a lot of the stress for people who are in different time zones or might be working when the shop goes live. They don't have to try and find a way to be there. They can still order from me. This doesn't solve the problem of having a higher demand than supply, but hopefully makes the process a little more fair and a little less frustrating.